Proverbs 25:27. Let's go. It is not good to eat much honey, so to seek one's own glory is not glory. Today, we're discussing humility and leadership. Humility and leadership. The question really is, can the two go together? Humility and leadership. Because when you consider the concept that many people have about leadership, it seems like you need a little dose of arrogance to be an effective leader. In fact, some people believe that you need some measure of arrogance before you can even rise into leadership. Can humility and leadership work together? The reality, of course, is that many have failed and many are failing in leadership, who attribute their failure to different things but do not realize that the major reason is pride. Many have failed in leadership. Many are failing in leadership at different levels, because leadership happens at all levels. But many have not correctly diagnosed what the problem is, and it's pride. In 1 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 6, Paul the apostle was writing to his protege, Timothy, who was pastor of the church in Ephesus. He was giving him the qualities that he should seek for in someone before such a person could be appointed into a position of leadership in the church. So he said, amongst other things, 1 Timothy 3 verse 6, not a novice, lest being puffed up with pride, he fall into the same condemnation as the devil. Not being puffed up with pride, because it's a novice. So he's saying, don't put someone who is not spiritually mature in a position of leadership. It will trip him up. He said he will be puffed up. See, that's what happens. That as our profile rises, as the title increases in import, with more authority to go with it, and more money, and the perks that go with such positions, so our ego also is puffed up. Our sense of self-importance is also puffed up. In fact, some people, their tummies also are puffed up. I find this quite remarkable. Two leaders. One has power and is abusing it. He's using it to kill people. The other one has power and is using it to empower people, to bring healing and salvation to people. One who didn't understand the purpose of power, filled with pride, with arrogance. You know what happened? What I observe here is that the two of them had encounters with angels. Herod, angels struck him. Worms began to eat his body while he was still standing up, and he died. Peter, angels struck him. Chains fell from his hand. He walked out of prison free. When the angel strikes you, what will the angel meet inside you? But I want us to go home with the lesson from what Peter said. I am also a man like you. There's something about leadership that makes people to think that their being leaders means that they are more special than the people they are leading. That they are more important than the people they are leading. And I'm telling you, if once you get that equation wrong, you are treading on a dangerous place. No human being on this planet is intrinsically more important than another one. None. The leader, in God's eyes, does not intrinsically have more value than the follower. It is the impact of the action of the leader that is greater than that of the follower. But in terms of value, sir, they are equal. The fact, for example, that I stand here and I'm the one who preaches and thousands of people come to listen to me is no proof that I'm more special than the people who come. When you don't understand it, even in church, we make serious mistakes. I am not more important than the people standing on the road right now directing traffic and arranging our cars. It's our roles that are different. In terms of value, we're exactly the same in God's eyes. But the consequences, the impact of our actions are different. But in terms of intrinsic value, we're the same. So when I have the opportunity, I say to my associates, to people who work with me, the fact that thousands of people come is not proof that I am special. They are not here because I am special. I am here because they are special. Okay? If they call you senator, call you CEO, call you governor, or call you president, it will help you to keep that at the back of your mind. It's not because you are special that you are president or governor. It's because they are special. That's why God allowed you, gave you the opportunity to occupy such a position to leverage on the collective resources on their behalf. In God's economy, we use power for service through humility.